Let's make some lunch for my kids. The other night we had jjajangmyeon and I had the sauce left over, and growing up I ate it with rice. I added the jjajangmyeon sauce in first, and now I'm gonna make a bear with my rice. I'm just using white steamed rice, and I shaped it into an oval for the head and circles for the ears, smaller ovals for the arms, and circles for the little feet. And now he's in a nice warm jjajang sauce bath. I used a cat puncher and punched out some facial features with seaweed. If you don't have the puncher tool, you can always use teeny tiny scissors to cut out the face shapes. I added eyes, nose, paw prints, and ears. Next, I'm adding some Bitsy's cookies. They say smart cookie, imagine and laugh on them. They're super cute. I'm slicing up an orange and cutting them into triangles so they're easier to eat. I found these strawberry gummies at my Korean store. And now for the note. You are the only person you need to be good enough for. Let's make some lunch for my kids. Today I made a vegan lunch. I made these leaf-shaped pasta with marinara sauce. I steamed up some kabocha squash. You can add a little bit of brown sugar if you'd like. I just cut them into bite-sized pieces, and then I'm adding some musical food picks on them. I love fall because pomegranates are in season. I'm just cutting the pomegranate in half and using my hands to pull it apart to get all the pomegranate seeds out of it. They're so pretty, they look like little jewels. The girls have been loving these Go Macro Kids macro bars for their lunches and snacks. They're certified organic, non-GMO, no artificial flavors, no high fructose corn syrup, and no harmful additives. I'm adding the oatmeal chocolate chip cookie and the double chocolate brownie, one for now and one for later. You can find them at your local Kroger stores. And now for the note, I'm writing, you are amazing just the way you are. Let's make some lunch for my kids. Today I'm adding some white rice and I made some teriyaki chicken wings. I'm gonna make some zigzag cuts on the top of the strawberries. You just make cuts diagonally around the top, and when you pull it off, it looks like this. So cute. I'm slicing up an apple and then using a shape cutter to cut out some stars. You can add a little bit of lemon juice to keep them from browning. Olive wanted to help me. Now I'm using my star food picks to add the strawberries, some blackberries, raspberries, and the apple stars at the end. I'm making another one, and then I'm gonna add those to the bento box. It's election day today, so I'm going with the red, white, and blue theme. And I'm gonna use these cinnamon letter cookies and write vote and add the rest of the apple stars. I added a yogurt drink. And now for the note, I'm writing, somewhere inside all of us is the power to change the world. Let's make some lunch for my kids. Today I'm making a PB&J sandwich. We like to use strawberry jam around here, so I'm just spreading that all on the bread nice and even, and I'm using a cookie cutter to cut out bat shapes out of the sandwiches. Cookie cutters are perfect for cutting foods into cute shapes. And I'm making 2 sandwiches. Don't worry, someone always eats the scraps and the leftovers. A lot of people ask if I throw them away. Of course not. I never waste food around here. There's a lot of mouths to feed. Now I'm drawing a cute little jack-o'-lantern face on a mandarin orange. I get these veggie chips every year. They're shaped into little ghosts and bats. And I just added some Halloween colored peanut M&Ms. And now for the note, I'm writing, oh look, another glorious morning. Makes me sick. And this is from Winifred Sanderson, one of the witches from the Hocus Pocus movie. The girls watched it for the first time and they loved it. Let's make some lunch for my kids. Today I made jack-o'-lantern cheese quesadillas. I used scissors to cut out the pumpkin shape and just a knife to cut out the face. Adding some bat gummies from the dollar store and hot Cheeto fries. I'm also using my ghost and black cat food picks for my strawberries. And for the note, I'm writing, when witches go riding and black cats are seen, the moon laughs and whispers, 'tis near Halloween. I just launched limited edition merch, my first merch ever. The link is in my bio. Thanks, guys. Let's make some lunch for my kid. First, I'm gonna dip some strawberries into chocolate. I'm using white chocolate and then a green colored chocolate, putting those in the freezer. I made some hard-boiled eggs and pan-fried some hot dogs. I had some coconut chips, so I shaped them into nails and then I cut a little slit on the hot dogs and stuck it right in so it looked like a toenail or fingernail. And then I'm using a chopstick and adding some ketchup for a little blood effect. I added some slits on the hot dog so it kind of looked like finger wrinkles to make it look a little bit more realistic. Now I'm taking some seaweed and I'm using some scissors and cutting ovals to make some eyes and a mouth to make the eggs into little ghosts. It totally didn't record the part where I was decorating the strawberries. I just used different colored chocolate and a toothpick. And for the note, I'm writing, trick or treat, smell my feet, give me something good to eat, and don't forget to vote. Let's make some lunch for my kids. Today I'm making pork and vegetable mandu, aka dumplings. I pan fry them first and then add a little bit of water and steam them. I'm using this seafood rice seasoning. It's kind of like furikake, just a different brand. And I'm gonna use my rice ball maker and adding the rice in, and you just shake it and they form perfect little balls. Homemade mandu is best, of course, but if you're in a hurry, these are really good and my mom recommended this brand. If you have an air fryer, you can use that too to make crispy ones. I wanted to add more mandu, so I just switched out the container. I'm adding some edamame and Korean grapes. They're so yummy. I got a package in the mail from Exotic Snack Fairy, and they gave us these peach gummies. I'm adding a little soy sauce. This note is for anyone struggling with depression and thinking about self-harm. The National Suicide Prevention Lifeline is 1-800-273-8255. Let's remember to be kind to one another. Let's make some lunch for my kids. Today I'm making a doshirak, which is a Korean lunch. We are celebrating a Korean holiday called Chuseok. It's kind of like a Korean Thanksgiving. I started with some rice and I'm adding some bulgogi right on top and adding a few sesame seeds. You always have to have japchae noodles for any special occasion, so I'm adding that to a silicone cup. Next, I'm adding oimuchim, which is a cucumber kimchi. It's crunchy and yummy. I'm gonna add sweet rice cakes called songpyeondeok. The rice cakes have a sweet filling inside made with honey and sesame seeds. I added some chestnuts, tea cakes, and pomegranate. And now for the note, I'm writing, Happy Chuseok, I love you. To all my Koreans out there, I hope you have a happy Chuseok with your friends and family. Let's make some lunch for my kids. Today I made Among Us pancakes, and the girls are obsessed with playing this game, so I wanted to surprise them and they came out so cute. Now I'm gonna cut a baby cucumber. Baby cucumbers are super crunchy, so we love these. I'm doing my zigzag cuts around the cucumber. You just cut them diagonally in a zigzag pattern and you pull them apart. It comes out like this. I'm not sure what it is, a flower, maybe a starburst. Regardless, it's so cute. And I'm adding some baby carrots and s'mores goldfish. It comes with little baby marshmallows and a baby bell cheese. And now for the note, I'm writing, who did it? Red is sus. And red is usually me. I love being the imposter. And the girls get so sad when I kill them, but it's pretty funny. Let's make some lunch for my kids. Today I made cocktail de camarones, which is a Mexican shrimp cocktail dish. It's one of my favorites and Adeline loves it, so it was perfect for lunch. When they are physically going to school, I use a leak-proof container like that. And then I'm adding tortilla chips. I know a lot of places serve it with crackers, but we eat it with tortilla chips. You guys know I love homemade tortilla chips, but I didn't have time, so we're just using bagged ones. Matt made us creme brulee, so I'm packing that for lunch. And we found some Korean grapes at the Korean store. They're so sweet and juicy, and some edamame and vitamin gummies on the side. Topping the creme brulee with some berries. And now for the note, they just started their second week of distance learning, so I'm writing, you are doing awesome with distance learning. Have a great week. I love you so much. Love, Mom. Let's make some lunch for my kids. I finally got around to using my rice ball maker and it's so cute. Look at these little rice balls and it makes it so much funner to eat rice. I just made a bunch and I'm adding that to the bento box, and now I'm just taking some roasted seaweed, cutting it in the middle and putting that in. The girls love eating rice and seaweed with kimchi. And they also love these imitation crab meats. You just get those at the Korean store, and these are like super giant ones. I just cut them in half and put some whale picks on them. Heart-shaped strawberries, you just cut a V on top where the leaves are and then cut it down the middle. I added a mango jelly and a grape jelly. And now for the note, I wrote a few jokes. Why did the teddy bear say no to dessert? Because he was stuffed. But What did one plate say to the other? Dinner's on me.